Now I am going to explain you the major kings of Odisha and the Kalinga War. So the first major king is Mahapadma Nanda. He was born to a Shudra mother and he belonged to Baba caste of Hindu religion. He was the founder of Nanda dynasty and he had 9 sons. He is known as the great leader, and in his reign the Odisha dynasty flourished. As he belonged to the Shudras, he destroyed all the Kshatriyas, and he gained the title of destroyers of Kshatriyas. You can see his photo, uh, which is placed beside. Now we can now we will see the second major king, who was Ashoka. As you all know, Ashoka is one of the most greatest Indian emperor of the Mauryan dynasty. He is known to rule almost Indian subcontinent from 268 to 232 BCE. He uh, he was one of the greatest leader, and he is also known as Ashoka the Great. He After a war in Kalinga, he is known to give up after a wo- after the war in Kalinga. He is known to give up war and became a Buddhist, and spread Buddhism all across the Asian continent. So now we would see the third emperor, Chandragupta II. Chandragupta II has been given the title of Vikramaditya. He is one of the most powerful emperors of the Gupta dynasty, and the Gupta dynasty ruled the northern India almost, which included the modern day Odisha. The the Gupta dynasty is known to be flourished under the rule of Chandragupta II. Chandragupta II is a legendary emperor, and on this basis only he is given the title of Vikramaditya. You can see his picture. The fourth major king is the Kalpendra Deva. Kalpendra Deva was the founder of Gajapati dynasty, and he ruled many eastern and southern India parts. So, which included the modern day Odisha, and which was also known as Kalinga. And the Kalinga was the center of his empire, from where he used to rule the other parts. He has also known to staged a military coup against the preceding last Eastern Ganga dynasty ruler, who was which was ruled by Bhanu Deva IV. His name is also written as Shri Shri Kalpendra Deva. You can see his picture. So now the fifth and last major king of Kalinga dynasty was Pratap Rudra Deva. He was the last Gajapati emperor of Odisha, and his dynasty the name of his dynasty was Suryavanshi dynasty, which was started by his grandfather Kalpendra Deva Rautaraya. His life was extremely occupied with overwhelming military campaigns and in defense of inherited territory from the three frontal invasions by the enemy states. You can see his photo. Is also known. He is one of the greatest leader of Surya Vanshi dynasty. Now we are going to see the Kalinga War, which is very famous. The Mauryan, the Ashoka, the emperor of Mauryan dynasty, controlled almost every part of the southern subcontinent of India. But he failed to rule the Kalinga area, which is also known as modern day Odisha, which was an independent state at that time. To increase his trade policy, Ashoka decided to conquer Kalinga. After So he invaded Kalinga in 261 BC. The uh, the Kalingans gave a tough fight with Ashoka, and but were defeated ultimately. In Kalinga War, there nearly 1 lakh people were dead, and 1.5 lakh people were injured and made prisoners of the war. After this tough war of Kalinga, Ashoka felt that Ashoka felt unhappy by seeing the widows and children who lost their parents in the war. He this war had a great impact on him, and he decided to give up war, and he would never participate in wars again. So he became Buddhist from that time, and he is the first emperor in the history who give up the war after a very tough victory. So here I would like to end up. You can see these pictures in which the Kalinga war is fought. You can see that it was a very brutal war. Thank you.